Hey, what's up guys? Terry here, and I'm back with another episode of TurboFit Tuesdays. And so this week I am bringing you some information about post-workout nutrition that has been kind of fascinating me recently. And so that's why I wanted to share it with you guys. So I've just been doing tons of research on my own about it, and I thought I would share with you guys what I learned. So first of all, a disclaimer, I am not a doctor, I'm not a sports nutrition professional, I am not a scientist, I didn't go to school for this stuff, I'm not a registered dietitian. So talk to your doctor before you try anything new, and just take my advice for what it's worth, right? It's just what I have learned from my own research. Do your own research. I think that's kind of the biggest takeaway here, is do your own research and find what works for you. So the reason that I started digging into post-workout recovery nutrition is because my coach suggested a post-workout recovery drink that I should try. And so I was like, okay, cool, I'll try it. So I got it, and I was like, wait a minute. Why did I just get this? I trust him, and that's why I got it, but you shouldn't just buy things because someone tells you to. That's just kind of, I don't know. To me, I like to understand why I'm doing something, and then it helps me justify the cost and feel better about doing it. I don't want to just do something because it worked for someone else. What works for you might not work for me, and what works for me might not work for you. Intermittent fasting, it's so great and has so many health benefits for so many people. It works great, but it just does not work for me. I just do not like it. It just doesn't work for me. So it's okay. It doesn't mean there's something wrong with me or that intermittent fasting is bad. It's just that right now, at where I am in my life, intermittent fasting is not the right thing for me. So find what works for you at the time, and that might change over time. Maybe a year from now, I'm going to be doing a video about why intermittent fasting is the greatest thing in the whole history of food. But for me, right now, I'm not digging it. Anyways, so find what works for you. That is my advice. So post-workout nutrition, why is it even important? So when you're working out, whether it's a heavy strength day or a long run or bike ride or endurance workout, you are breaking things down in your body. You're creating inflammation. It's on purpose, and it's good inflammation because it's going to make you build back stronger, but it is causing your body to be inflamed, or I don't want to use the word damaged, but you are causing it stress, right? So you want to give your body the tools to help recover from that stress. It just makes sense. So what tools does your body need to recover from stress? Well, carbs and protein, or amino acids. So you want to make sure that what you're doing is giving your body enough to recover. So when you do a long workout or a hard workout, even if it's just strength training and no cardio involved, you're going to deplete your glycogen stores, like that sugar that gives your body energy. It's going to be depleted, so you're going to want to replace that. You want to make sure you're getting some carbs in, right, to top up those stores. You also are going to need to rebuild your muscles, so you're going to need some amino acids from protein for that, right? So you want to make sure that you're getting carbs and protein. What ratio of carbs and protein do you want? That varies a lot. So you can read 100 articles and find 100 different reasons why the different ratios are right, and here's all the scientific articles backing up all of those ratios. I don't personally think that the ratio is that important. I think the key is to make sure you're getting carbs and protein, not getting a lot of fat, because fat's going to slow down how quickly those macronutrients are getting to the parts of your body that need them to recover. And so you want to make sure it's a low fat. If any fat, I wouldn't add fat to it, like you don't put a scoop of peanut butter into your recovery smoothie. And then low fiber, because that's also going to slow things down. So you want it to be quick. For post-workout recovery nutrition, prefer a drink, because for me, that's what I'm craving. I don't crave food, especially after a hard workout. If I'm outside in the hot sun, the last thing I want to do is eat food. So I prefer a drink because it's cold and refreshing, and then it's easier for your body. It's taking away a step from your body from having to do work to break down those nutrients to access them and give them to your muscles, right? So you want to trigger an insulin response in your body, and that insulin is going to shuttle those carbs and amino acids to your muscles where they need them. Your body is amazing. It knows exactly what to do. It's just you have to give it the right tools to do it. So by having a post-workout snack, drink, meal, whatever, very quickly after your workout that is higher in carbs than protein, low in fat, low in fiber, your body's gonna know what to do and how to help itself recover. And then that's gonna enable you to work out again sooner because your body's already recovered. Sometimes if you do like really hard workout one day, then the next day you can't give it 100% because your body didn't recover properly. And I'm not saying that if you have the right carb to protein ratio, you're gonna be able to just go at it 100% every single day. But you are giving yourself a better chance to recover better, to work out again sooner, and just maximize the hard work that you're putting in, making sure that you're capitalizing on those gains that you got in the gym or on that run or on that long bike ride. You want that time that you spent to be put to good use, right? You want to build those muscles or lean down or whatever your goal is, And depending on your goal, that might also change your carb to protein ratio. And if you're doing keto, that might change your carb to protein ratio. You might not need as much carb, right? You don't need to replace those glycogen stores because that's not what your body is using for fuel all day long. So that might not be as important. The key is to figure out what works for you. Don't worry about what anybody else is doing. Do what works for you. I know I said it a million times, but it's important to repeat because you can't just go and say, well, Terry said that she does a 4-to-1 carb to protein ratio, so that's the right thing. No, that's just what I'm using right now. So what I'm using right now is from Hammer Nutrition. It's called Recover Right. I use the vegan chocolate because it is delicious. And I just mix it with either water or iced coffee, just depending on what time my workout is and where it is and what I had time to make. If I just have time to throw water in a water bottle, and I just use one of those insulated water bottles that keeps your cold stuff cold. Put water or coffee into that, and then have a shaker cup ready with the powder in it, and then after my workout, I add the liquid to the powder, shake, 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 chug it down, I'm good to go. Barely have to think about it, but I can leave it in my car, and even after like a 4-hour run or whatever, it's still nice and cold in there. So it's delicious. It's so good. So that's why I use the Hammer one, because somebody recommended that brand to me, and it tastes good, and it's vegan. It has no added sugar, so that's another thing to look out for too. When you're looking at recovery drinks, you can get things that don't have added sugar, so why would you have something with added sugar, So there's a lot of stuff out there. Find one that meets your needs. If you don't care about added sugar, then have one with added sugar. If there's one that's like got all the stuff that you want in a post-workout recovery drink, but it happens to have added sugar and it tastes good to you, and that's what's going to make you drink it, otherwise you're just going to do nothing, then do that one. Find what works for you. So that's my thoughts on post-workout recovery nutrition. In my turbofitlife.com blog, I cite a bunch of resources that I found that have a 1-to-1 carb to protein ratio, 2-to-1, 3-to-1, 4-to-1, or even 5-to-1 carbs to protein. And when I talk about that ratio, like if it's a 2-to-1 ratio, that means if there's 10 grams of carbs, 5 grams of protein. Or if it's a 3-to-1, 5 grams of protein, 15 grams of carbs. Yeah, see it? So yeah, it just means, and I don't think that exact percentage, honestly, I think the reason that there's numbers that support it all is because it doesn't matter. It's because you'll find a study where 2-to-1 works, 3-to-1 works, 4-to-1 works, 5-to-1 works. They all work, right? Your body just needs those carbs and that protein to help recover. So don't get caught up on the numbers that much. I actually did reach out to an expert in sports nutrition for endurance athletes, ultra runners specifically, I think. And I said, hey, some people have like a 2-to-1, 1-to-2, 1-to-1, 5-to-1, like what is actually right? And he said, stop. It's not about the number. Just make sure you're eating whole foods and you're fine. Like just give your body the tools and it'll know what to do with it. So if you're not into shakes and you're not into using supplements, then don't do something that you're not comfortable with or that you don't think is going to feel your body right. Do what works for you. You know your body. Pay attention. It tells you what it needs. Just listen. And that is my tip for you today. So I hope you enjoyed this TurboFit Tuesday, all about post-workout nutrition. And if you have anything that you would be interested in hearing me talk about in a future TurboFit Tuesday episode, please just let me know. I would love to hear from you. And if you think any of this would be interesting with your friends, please share this and tag them in this post. And have a wonderful rest of your week. Bye, guys.